Assalamu alaikum. How are you all? In your previous topic, we studied Indian Constitution, national movement and causes of national movement. Today we are going to discuss the different phases of national movement. Okay, what phases of national movement? So the national movement led by Congress Party from 1885 to 1947. Okay. Means a noted freedom fighter and the former president of Congress Party, Dr. Pattavi Sitaramayya, observed that the history of Congress Party in reality is the history of Indian national movement or India's struggle for freedom. Okay, and Ramachandra, an eminent historian, he was an eminent historian. He divided the history of Indian national movement into three phases. So, what are these three phases? We will see here. So, very first phase, that is 1885 to 1905, and it is called moderate phase. Okay, and the second phase is from 1906 to 1990. It is called extremist phase. Okay, and the third phase is 1920 to 1947, and it is called Gandhian phase. Okay. Now, let us see the first phase of national movement, that is moderate phase. Okay. So, the Congress Party was established by Allen Octavian Hume, A.O. Hume, means a British servant, a British civil servant. Okay. He established the Congress Party, and the first president of Congress Party was the first president of Congress Party was Umesh Chandra Bose. Okay. So, the earlier leaders of Congress Party were known as moderates. Okay. They were known as moderates. So, notable leaders among them were Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Dadabhai Naoroji and Surendranath Banerjee. Okay. These leaders have complete faith and confidence in the British administration. Okay. And they have belief, okay, they have belief in British government and they request the British government. Okay, they believe in request and not in demand with the British government, and they gave importance to reform, okay, not revolution. Means they want to bring changes in the society in a right manner, but at the same time they don't want to oppose the Britishers. Okay. And thirdly, they they gave importance to peaceful constitutional measures. So, these policies of the moderates were criticized by extremist leaders. Okay. Extremist leaders, or you can say the other leaders of the Congress. The other leaders of the Congress criticized their policies, and in that way there was a clash in the Congress Party. So, in that way the Congress Party was divided into two groups, that is moderates and extremists. So, the second phase of the national movement was occupied and dominated by the extremist leaders, and their period was 1906 to 1990, and notable leaders among them were Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Bose and Lala Lajpat Roy. Okay. So, they played, means they criticized the begging policies of the moderates. Okay. They criticized the begging policies of the moderates, and they want to get the Swaraj by applying or by adopting radical methods. Radical methods means extremist methods, extreme methods. Very extreme methods means beyond the limit, means they want to get freedom on any cost. Okay. So, they want to get freedom on any cost, and it means that did you listen this Hindi quotation? I will get the Swaraj, means मैं जो है स्वराज लेकर रहूँगा. So, in that way they want Swaraj for the country. Swaraj means a Hindi word. It means freedom. So, means they adopted and followed the following methods to get Swaraj or independence. So, what are their methods we will see here. means they boycott foreign goods. They boycott foreign goods. Boycott means refuse to use the foreign goods. Okay, and encourage Swadeshi means they encourage the use of Swadeshi goods. Swadeshi means that is also a Hindi word, means of our own country. So they encourage the people to use the goods of our own country. Okay. Now boycott of government schools and colleges. Here boycott means refuse to join. They refuse to join the government schools and colleges which were established by the British. Got it? Now promotion of national education. They promoted national education, education of our country. Okay. Non-payment of taxes means they refuse to pay the taxes to the British government. And importance to native education. They gave importance to native education, means the education of our own country. Got it? Then passive resistance. Passive resistance means not using violence. Means okay. So these are the methods of the extremists which they followed to achieve independence for our country. Got it? Now come to the third phase, that is Gandhian phase. It is from 1920 to 1947. Okay, why it is called Gandhian phase? Because Gandhiji played a very important role in this phase. Okay, so Gandhiji, when he came to means when he joined the Congress party, he introduced new techniques in Indian national movement and Indian politics too. After the sudden death of Tilak, he assumed the office of Congress party and he became the president of Congress party, and he launched non-cooperation movement. After that he launched several movements like civil disobedience movement, Quit India movement. Okay, and during his leadership, the national movement became the mass movement. Okay, mass movement means many people join this movement. While uniting the people and making the people against the Britishers, Gandhiji gave importance to non-violence. So for the first time the world recognized the power of non-violence, and Gandhiji gave importance to social reforms. Okay, improvement in the society, he gave importance to that. Okay, in his leadership India got independence on 15th August 1947. So for his services, okay, in the recognition for his services to the country, he is called the father of the nation. The father of the nation. So in today we discussed the different phases of national movement. In it we learnt about the three phases of national movement. Very first is moderate phase, and it is from 1885 to 1905. Okay, so notable moderate leaders were Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Dadabhai Naoroji and Surendranath Banerjee. So what were their policies? Their policies were moderate, means they believe in request, okay, and petition. So that's why this period is called moderate period. And second phase is of extremist phase. Okay, the extremists believe in using the radical methods, okay, and they criticize the moderate policies of the moderates. Okay, now the third phase is Gandhian phase. It is called Gandhian phase because Gandhiji played a very important role in this period. Got it? So before winding up, I am giving you this question. You have to write it one time on an A4 size paper and submit it as an assignment. So the question is, what are the different phases of national movement? What are the different phases of national movement? So you have to write about these three phases of national movement in this answer, and you have to do it one time on a A4 size paper, okay, and submit it as an assignment. So that's all for today. Have a good day.